Benji to mid. Number 20, Cal Charge. We also have number 23, Dylan Stipe. Number 24, Adrian Mueller. And last but not least, number 45, Luke Nielsen. Their coach is Nelson, assistant coach by Adam Simon, and their team manager is Lorraine and John Beck. Now everybody, please put your hands together for your very own Waverley Falcons. We have number 1, Desmond Simmons. Number 2, Michael Harper. Number 3, Bradley Kelleher. Number 4, Dean Neville. Number 5, Brandon Beasley. Number 8, Jason Reardon. We have number 9, Declan Tennant. Number 10, Tom Boyle. We have number 13, Chris Arkell. Number 14, Pat Brulog. Number 23, Tim Weasley. And last but not least, number 34, Matthew Stammel. Their coach is Ilya Paliuanis, and assistant coach by Daniel O'Neill and Matt Bondetti. Their team manager is Andrea O'Neill. So everybody, please, Steve, please get up and please get up for your Australian national anthem.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We're here at the Waverley Basketball Stadium for this a cracker of a game tonight between the Waverley Falcons and the McKinnon Cougars. The McKinnon Cougars sitting second on the ladder. This quite early in the life of the season. The Falcons down at fourth. This should be a really good game. We have two of the Falcons stars who have crossed over to McKinnon back at the Falcons' nest. They'll be enjoying that. And, of course, for his second run in Falcons colours, we have the Corio Bay stud, Jason Reardon. With me tonight is young Nick. G'day, Nick. How's it going?
Yeah, pretty good. How are you, Andrew?
I am very well, thank you, Nick. It's been a great game. So far the night has gone extremely well. We've had a fantastic Youth League men's game. Victorian Youth Championship men's. I always struggle over that. I don't know why, but I always do. And this, well, it could go either way. Either way. There has been some fantastic basketball from both of these clubs so far. The Falcons only... Now, see, this is the interesting thing. The Falcons sitting on fourth have only lost one game.
Really?
McKinnon sitting on second have only lost one game.
Yeah.
I think. I could be wrong. But it's... Which way is it going to go? I don't know. It's very close at the top there.
If Falcon wins, they could be pushed up to 2.
Yep.
You just don't know.
Yeah, well, it will all depend what's going on with Knox. Knox, of course, sitting there in third. And the powerhouse of this season, coming into the competition for the first time from Division 1, is Casey
Really?
Cavaliers. Yeah. So they're undefeated at this point in time. So again, crucial game for both of these clubs. It will be interesting to see how we go.
I believe it's going to be a tight match. It's going to be very close.
So, players greeting each other before the game. And of course, they're all good mates here. Dylan Stith, number 23, is going to take the jump against, I think it's Desmond Simmons.
Yep. And McKinnon gets the tap off.
And there was absolute silence from the Falcons crowd there as the ex-Falcons stalwart Ivan Platnick misses the first shot for McKinnon. Simmons pulls up, doesn't go. Axel Dench with the rebound. Now I was fortunate enough to go and watch McKinnon play a couple of weeks ago.
As Maybank gets the 2 points.
Jermaine Maybank, of course, has played a number of seasons with Hume, moving to McKinnon this season. And they played Ringwood and got up over Ringwood in the last 45 seconds of the game.
Really?
Yep. And as Simmons
gets 2. Number 8, the big guy for McKinnon, misses.
Axel Dench misses that shot from outside.
That was number 6.
And the ball has gone off hands. Yeah, good pick up from the ref there. One of the refs didn't see it, but the other one did.
Good reffing right there.
So Ringwood Hawks against the Corio Bay Stingrays. Well, that's interesting. It's 2 minutes to go in the first half. We expected that Ringwood would absolutely annihilate the Stingrays, and it's a 47-38 game at this point in time.
Wow.
So expect Ringwood to power away there. I don't see with the... I don't see with the way that the Stingrays played against Waverley in the last game that Ringwood won't get the win. But it's a lot closer than expected at this point in time. Stith pulls up, nails the 2. No one came out to play defense on him. And as a coach, you would not be happy with that. You'd want to see hands above the ball, somebody at least closing out and making a contest of it. As Mike Harper, ex-Hawaii.
And a steal for Waverley. And a fancy move, and number Beasley.
Beasley, yeah. Mike Harper, of course, ex-Hawaii University. And James Fraser.
Oh, good steal by Beasley.
Played his NCAA stuff as he's driven to the basket, and he's picked up a foul against the McKinnon player in Dondre Walker. So
Harper for 2.
Bit of a turn up so far. Misses that. Of course, Michael was a walk-up player at Hawaii.
Really?
Yeah, and of course, those who know what that means, it basically means that he wasn't actually selected onto the team, but was allowed to practice and eventually work his way into the team as well. So he played not huge minutes at Hawaii, as Chris Arkell can't get it to drop, and it's tipped out of bounds by Simmons. Yeah, he didn't play a lot of time at Hawaii, but he was regarded as by the coaching staff as one of the key players, simply for his energy at training. Also in Hawaii, there were at Chaminade, Kwani, of course, playing in the Div 2 team at the same time. He's now back in Australia, having completed his 4 years at Chaminade.
Wow.
And we're looking as the ball goes up, and it's Kelleher with 3. So Falcons hanging on to a slender lead here. Dylan Stith gets it to Axel Dench, across to Walker. Walker looks for options, looking for Platnick, but good vision there from Harper. Gets his hand in and kicks it out. It's gone back to Walker. Now into Platnick. Platnick over the top. Good work there from Harper again on him. Falcons bring the ball down with Simmons. Simmons against Platnick. And there it is. 2 points over the top of Ivan. Ivan played NCAA at Alaska, Anchorage. So we've got a few players on the floor there that have played in the American system, and that's not counting the Americans, as Dylan Stith and Simmons, of course. Hassle for the ball. There's Harper. He drives, pulls it up, and scores. He has been outstanding so far. Brad Kelleher, defending Walker at the moment, played at Hofstra University in New York. Did his 4 years there, and he's fouled. Just reaching in.
We have a lot of players playing for the college leagues.
Yeah, it's been really good. But what's great is to see them come back and actually contribute at this level here and keep their playing career going.
Yeah.
Axel Dench, X36s. And the foul this time, I think it's on Harper. Yep. And so, but it was before the shot. Before the shot. So Ivan doesn't go to the line this time. And again, in that Ringwood game, Ivan was fouled right at the end of the game. And
fast break for Waverley.
Coach Kenny from Ringwood decided that before the foul shots were attempted that he would call a timeout, thinking that Ivan, who is perhaps not the regarded as the most reliable free throw shooter, as Desmond Simmons almost rolls it in. Chris Arkell hassling for the ball. It's Dondre Walker that's got it, gets it out to Axel Dench. Now there's a steal from the Falcons. It's back to Arkell. Arkell pulls up, doesn't get it to drop. Dench working hard on Arkell. Arkell wins out, and a foul reaching in. So Brandon Beasley with the foul. That'll be his first. Yeah, so Ivan proceeds to nail the free throw.
Yeah.
Or two free throws in that particular case, and of course Kenny had used up his timeouts at that point in time. So yeah. Beasley, yeah.
And that was out by McKinnon, and it's Waverley ball right now. So Gilor bring the ball up. Nice move by number 5. Oh, just missed the rebound. Oh, he fouls.
Another foul on Beasley. He'll have to sit down. That's going to bring Jason Reardon back into the game for the first time. Not back into the game. Into the game for the first time. I'll get that one right.
I believe that's 2 fouls on Beasley.
It is indeed, and it's the 4th foul on Waverley, and that's more concerning. Coach Elias Palianos will not be happy at that. Only one team foul at the moment on the... McKinnon Cougars as Ivan does what Ivan does, and that's just float in that little mid-range shot. Brad Keller with the long 3, doesn't go. Ivan with the rebound, gets it across to Dondre Walker.
Maybank bring the ball up.
Sorry, it is Maybank, not Walker. You're right.
Thinking about it. Takes his move, does a nice layup. Oh, and he just misses it. Maybank gets it back.
And it's Ivan nailing it again. Is he going to be the one that causes all the trouble for the Falcons? Well, if he does, we're certainly going to give him a lot of stick after the game.
Yeah, we will.
And there it is. Brad Keller rolls it in. Bit more history there for you, Nick, on Brad Keller. He was, in fact, a player with the Brisbane Bullets before going over to America.
Really?
So did I think 2 seasons, 1 or 2 seasons with the Bullets. And that, of course, was before the Bullets folded and then now have come back into the NBL.
Wow.
As Tommy Boyle and Dean Neville come into the game and replacing Kelleher and Simmons.
Walker for his free throws. Makes his first. And he'll make his second.
Yeah, and he takes a break, and into the game for the Cougars is Benji Tamir, ex-Maccabi player. Jason Reardon kicks the ball around, finds Dean Neville. Dean Neville trying to get the ball into Tom Boyle, and Ivan reads that really well. And Tommy says to Dean, "You should have shot it, mate. Should have shot it." And he should have. Dean, a good outside shooter too.
In the post with number 10. Fades away, just misses. McKinnon gets the ball. They quickly get the ball up. But Miller just passes it out. It's still McKinnon's ball at the moment. McKinnon's 16, Waverley 17.
So looking around the league very quickly, Knox over Whittlesea And the champ men 85-62 into the third. Last couple of minutes of the third. Casey up 45 to... Oh, no. Down.
Down.
Down. 46 to 57. At the end of the second to Hume. So Hume having a really good dig. This is a bit of an upset because Casey has... I don't think they've even lost a quarter so far.
Didn't you say that they haven't lost a game either?
No, they haven't.
Oh, wow.
They haven't. Ringwood Hawks are comfortably up over the Stingrays at this point, still with a half to go. And, of course, we've got a line ball game here at the moment at the Falcons' Nest. In the state champ women, again looking around the league, here we have Southern Penn getting up over Ringwood. There's a turn up against all predictions. They got up by 2 points, 75-73. Bulleen Boomers again, perhaps not quite as surprising, but on a bit of a resurgence after having a horror start, have got up 65-59 over the Warrandyte Venom.
Kicks it out.
As Axel doesn't get it to drop. Here's Brad Kelleher bringing it down. He pulls up, in and out. Oh. That's one of my shots. Well, I would like it to be there. Mine would probably have dropped very short.
Axel has the ball. Pass it, a good pass in for 23, stiff, and he gets it in for 2.
Yeah. Oh, look, this McKinnon team is absolutely loaded with talent. Not to say the Falcons isn't, but I'll tell you what, it's going to be a real struggle, I think, for the Falcons to take this one. And the foul looks like it might be on Matty Nielsen. And it's on... Who's it on? It was on Axel Dench.
Yep. The big guy, 210 centimetres. Wow.
Yep, he is a tall man. So where did we get to? We were talking about the Venom getting up over... the Bulleen getting up over the Venom.
Yep.
This is unsurprising. Eltham comfortably ahead of the Hume City Bronco. Well, actually, I suppose it is a bit surprising. Going into half-time, it looks like they're about 30 points ahead at this point. Sunbury Jets, again, undefeated. Going for win. Here's a thing for you, Nick. The Sunbury Jets state champ women's team is going for, wait for it, their 31st straight win in a row.
Wow, 31.
31.
Unbelievable.
Absolutely. So this is Kennedy Kariyama has taken that team from Div 1 into state champ women, and they have not missed a beat in doing all of that. So they are looking to be, let me see if I can just find them again. They are playing, at the moment they're playing Diamond Valley. They are 20 points up at the halftime break. 138, actually, why is the clock running down? It should be stopped. Our clock should be stopped at this point. Oh no, it's quarter time. What am I talking about? I'm thinking it's a timeout. No, it's not. Quarter time. Falcons down by 2 points. 2 points.
Yep. So McKinnon 20, Waverley 18.
Yeah.
It's been a pretty good first quarter.
Look, it's been a great first quarter. It really has. I suppose the only issue is a couple of fouls on a few key players. Brandon Beasley picking up 2 very quick fouls. Not something that Coach Elias Polianis would have been wanting to see. Justin Nelson probably much happier with the way that the Cougars came back in the second half of that quarter after a strong start from Waverley.
Yeah, he would have been very happy. But let's hope the Waverley Falcons can bring it for the second quarter as we are underway. Passing in for number 13 for Waverley Falcons, and he scores, and the Waverley Falcons, Chris, gets a 2.
Oh, great defence there from the Falcons. But Dylan Stith able to get the ball out to Benji Tamir. It's now with Matt Nielsen. Matt gets it in to Axel Dench. Now Tommy Boyle with the ball gets it to his teammate and Brad Keller. Back out to Tom Boyle. Out to Arkell who'll look for the 3. It's short. Maybe Tommy should have taken it. He's a capable outside shooter. In fact, you've got 5 Falcons on the floor that are known to nail it consistently from outside the arc.
So should we be seeing in the second quarter a lot of 3-pointers then?
Well, I'm surprised that they're not looking to get it as Benji Tamir gets his 3. Now, having said that, he's also a three-point shooter, as is Dylan Stith. So
as Kellard goes for a 3 and he just misses.
there's Jace Reardon. It doesn't drop for him. That's his first shot attempt for the night. He hasn't quite got into his rhythm in his time with the Falcons so far.
Fast break for Kellard.
Yeah, there it is. And Keller drops it in. Good quick basket there from the Falcons. They need another stop. They need another score and another stop. They have to turn the momentum around.
So Waverley down by 1. 8 minutes to go. Axel passes it in.
And Tamir makes no mistake there. Just turns under the basket. A little jumper.
Axel has a very good advantage with his 210 centimetres. Just stand right in the middle and pass it into anyone coming in.
Arkell from outside. 3 points.
As the Cougars are trying to figure out as number 15
Benji
shoots.
Tamir again.
Wow.
Well, what did I say? Who did I say the 3-point shooters were for McKinnon?
Tamir.
Stith and Tamir. Well, Tamir hasn't let me down so far.
He's 2 from 2. As Kellard goes in, passes it in, and
Dean
easy.
Neville. Nice little layup there from the big man.
Terrific.
Dean, after coming back from the US, took a couple of years off and didn't play at a high level, but he's now back and he looks like he's enjoying himself immensely. Axel Dench.
Oh, what
there
a
it goes.
fancy shot.
Oh, yeah. A long 2 from him.
Kellard's handing the ball. Chucks it out.
And Chris Arkell has been fouled by Axel Dench. Now, that might actually put Axel in a bit of foul trouble. I think that might be his 3rd. Anyway, it's a timeout. No, it's only his first. Really?
Wow.
Maybe it wasn't on Axel. I could have sworn he was called earlier in the game.
I thought it was him as well.
Anyway, the rest of the score bench has only called him for 1, but we'll see how that goes. We'll be back in a quick break. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and with Chris Arkell going to the line to try and close this gap to a 1-point game. He makes that first, but only just as... And the second. With 6:18 to go, Falcons are matching it with the Cougars. And Kelleher now almost got the ball back, but his good friend Ivan Platnick picked his pocket. And Ivan can't get it to go. Great defense there from Dean Neville. Now that's one of the things about Dean, is that his length causes a lot of the shots to be changed. It looks like it's a foul, this time against Chris Arkell for Waverley. First team foul on both teams now. 5:55 to go, and Tim Leasting comes into the game for his first run, the junior.
Walker bringing the ball up for McKinnon.
Tim having played all his career from under 14 here at Waverley. He's picked up a foul on Benji Tamir. Not perhaps the most auspicious start for him. Just after I'm singing his praises too. As we see the McKinnon state champ women's team rock into the court. This crowd is fantastic. We are almost at standing room only here in the Waverley Basketball Stadium, the Falcons' Nest, for this game.
It's a great crowd.
Great crowd.
Simmons, fancy moves.
Simmons is fouled this time by Dench. Dench not happy with that.
And that will be his second for Dench.
Wow. I don't know how that's not his third or fourth, but again, we will try and get to the bottom of what happened there. Maybe we just called the wrong player earlier. I think that may be it.
Yeah. And Simmons misses his second. We have Maybank for McKinnon, bring the ball up.
Dench working on Simmons. It gets it into Ivan. Jace Reardon is matching up against Ivan, and that will be a good contest. Jace goes to the line, gets it off to Beasley. Beasley somehow gets it to drop.
Wow.
Falcons now taking a 2-point lead. Beasley can't get the steal, but it's rebounded by Leasting. He gets across to Harper. Harper's got Reardon on the left. Chooses to slow it down, gets it into Simmons. Simmons drives.
Gets blocked by Ivan.
Yeah.
Maybank bringing the ball up.
Yeah, and that's Simmons not
Axel shooting a three.
Not really knowing the how both Dench and Platnick plays. Tim Leasing with a three, doesn't drop. Great work there from Simmons.
Just loses it.
But he steps out of bounds. Yeah.
That was good hustle by Simmons, though. It was bad luck that it slipped out of his hands and stepped out.
So Maybank bringing the ball down. I got it right this time. There you go.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah. Okay, on the court at the moment is that Blake Gladley? I think it is, yeah.
Yep.
And there's a classic Ivan move. He just drops into the centre of the key, gets an isolation against the defender, quick spin, and rolls it in over the top of the defence.
I believe he's going to be the man to beat today.
Oh, look, he's tough to guard, and he's been tough to guard since he was under 18s.
A great move.
Simmons, great work there. 34-32, Falcons way. Oh, and Ivan almost losing the ball there. But, well, he turned it over. Poor pass there under pressure. Sees the ball going out of bounds. And a timeout called this time to McKinnon.
To Waverley, sorry.
Waverley, sorry.
Waverley.
Yeah, Waverley. Okay. Judging from Justin's body language, I thought he'd called that one. All right, we will be back in 30 seconds or so. So we're back here at the Falcons' Nest with the Falcons up by 2 points, 34-32. Tim Leasting kicks the ball across to Jace Reardon into Simmons. Simmons pulls up. It's dropped in. I was going to say it was going to go short, but it just somehow floated over and dropped into the ring.
Maybank making a move.
It doesn't go. Harper with the rebound. Saves it going out over the line. Beasley now bringing the ball down. He
loses it but gets it back. Beasley making a move.
Spin.
Oh, and he gets blocked.
Travel.
And a travel.
Oh, yeah.
Good defense by Ivan, though, I got to say.
Yeah, and this, again, I was about to say it for Simmons before, but this is where these guys probably haven't watched enough tape of how Ivan plays.
Next time when they verse him.
Jace Reardon picks up the foul.
I reckon next time when they verse McKinnon again, they'll definitely watch his tapes.
Oh, they should have done. There's plenty of them around. We've got 5 or so years of them up on YouTube, so there's plenty of footage for them to look at.
Stiff goes.
Dylan Stiff, yep. Makes the first. Nothing but net there.
It's a nice shot.
Yep.
And makes his second. With Harper bringing the ball up for Waverley. And a turnover for Waverley. McKinnon getting the ball.
Ball really quick through hands. Doesn't go.
Simmons, I reckon it was a Simmons block.
It was. Whether he'll be credited by the stats, I don't know, but it was definitely there. Tim Leasing drives, kicks it across. Great work there.
Done.
But it was fantastic. Of course,
Tim Leasing drives,
kicks it
more.
across.
Oh,
Great work
well
there. The Falcons players, you know that the NBL had their second combine just recently.
Yep.
Basically, a 3 days of training and scrimmaging that allows the NBL coaches to have a look at guys that want to put themselves forward for potential spots in the NBL.
Yeah.
Tim Leasing got selected to the combine.
Really?
And had a great time. I was talking to him before the game. He's still expecting some feedback from the coaches there, but he said, "Look, I don't care what happens. I had a great time. I learned a lot, and that's really what it's all about." So,
how old's Tim Leasing? Is he?
Tim is, I think he's, what is he, 20?
Oh, 19.
19.
19. He's a young boy.
Yep. So great to see him giving himself the chance there, and the fact that he was selected to the combine was great.
It's a great privilege.
As Kelleher drops down, gets it to Leasing, and travel.
Oh.
Yeah. Maybe he could have got away with that, but it was there. It was there.
And there's timeout for McKinnon. So 1 minute and 9 seconds left. McKinnon 34, Waverley 38.
So what I'd like to do if we get a chance during this timeout break, and we'll just take a break, is we'll see if we can find out what's going on up in the QBL. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, with the news that the Falcons, going into the end of the second quarter, have a 4-point buffer over McKinnon. Up in Brisbane, the Brisbane Capitals, 85-36 over the Gold Coast Rollers in what is the very first live stream of the season by Live Sports Australia, and our foundation partner there, Nothing But Net Media. Back down here, Blake Glatley floats it up over the top of the Falcons defence, and there is now, what's happened here, he's landed down on somebody's foot, and it looks like he's rolled his ankle. He's in quite a bit of pain there at the moment.
Who was that, sorry?
I think it's Blake. Yep, Blake Glatley.
Blake, number 7, the guy.
Yep.
Scored 2.
He did indeed.
Looks like he's in a lot of pain.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So I've been reliably informed that he in fact came down, didn't actually make contact with another player. That's always the bad thing, isn't it, Nick, when you actually land on somebody else's foot, because you lose all the stability in your ankle there. But he just came down at a bad angle, obviously, and rolled his ankle there.
Yeah, I've done that too many times in my experience, rolling on other people's ankles, and it's not a good feeling, but hopefully has a speed recovery.
And it's the under-12 ones who are our court attendants here today, as Tim Leasing can't get it to drop, gets it back out to Jace Reardon with a 3. Now that's what we've been hoping to see from him in this game. As
Kelleher's doing...
Yeah. It's a bit stiff there not to get an offensive call, as he got a big elbow into the chest there. Tim Leasing kicks it to Jace Reardon. Jace pulls up, across Dean Neville.
Kelleher.
Slowing things down. There's 9 seconds on the clock. He'll go now. 6. It's down to 6. There it is.
Shoots
His
it.
shot's gone up.
Oh.
Doesn't go. Dylan Stith pulls up. Can't get it to drop. The Falcons go into halftime with a 5-point lead, 41-36. We'll roll a few highlights of this game, and we'll just play all of the angles that we've got. We'll play all of the angles.
Really?
Never mind, and away we go. And we'll be back in a few minutes. Stith pulls up. Nails the 2. No one came out to hands above the ball. Somebody at least closing out and making a contest of it. As Mike Harper.
Neil for Waverley. And a fancy move and...
Chaminade. Kwani, of course, playing in the Div 2 team at the same. And we're looking as the ball goes up, and it's Keller with Simmons. Simmons against Platnick. And there it is, 2 points over the top of it. Hassle for the ball. There's Harper. He drives, pulls it up, and scores. And the
fast break for Waverley.
coach Kenny and the. We're certainly going to give him a lot of stick after the game.
Yeah, we will.
And there it is, Brad.
We'll be seeing in the second quarter a lot of 3-pointers then.
Well, I'm surprised that they're not looking to get it.
Fast break for Keller.
Yeah, there it is. And Keller drops it in.
In the middle and pass it into anyone coming in.
Arkell from outside. 3 points.
As the Cougars trying to figure out. As number 15
Benji gets it off to Beasley. Beasley somehow gets it to guard. And he's been tough to guard since he was under 18s.
Great.
Seth Ridden into Simmons. Simmons pulls up. It's dropped in. I don't know, but it was definitely there. Tim Leasing drives, kicks it across. Great work there.
Done.
Tim Leasing can't get it to drop. Gets it back out to Jace Ridden with.
Chrome Sportswear takes pride in being the most reliable supplier of sporting apparel and teamwear in Australia. Check out the Black Chrome website and leave the stress of unreliable suppliers and setbacks behind. Head to blackchrome.com.au. Australia's emerging leader in custom-made jewellery, Jewel Empire is an Australian business that specialises in making unique and eye-catching corporate jewellery. To see Jewel Empire's full range of mesmerising jewellery merchandise, beautiful corporate branding and spectacular rewards and recognition awards, head to jewelempire.com.au. For all of your game highlights, game reviews and scouts, as well as promotional videos, speak to the team at Custom Video Analysis Online or visit their website www.customvideoanalysisonline.com. There is nobody else that offers the services that CVAO do in the way they do. Make sure you check them out. Sporting Fine Arts' vision is to showcase grassroots sport through art, merchandise and apparel. Contact them today to order an individual or team portrait, a premiership poster or even a customised t-shirt of your club. Visit their website sportingfineart.com.au
You take it.
All right, and welcome back. So Waverley versus McKinnon. At the moment, Waverley is up 41, McKinnon 36. And we are ready to go. Maybank has the ball for McKinnon. So hopefully we can see Waverley bring the score out a little bit more and get away from McKinnon. And Ivan gets his floater in. Ivan's doing a very good job. I think he's doing a really good job for McKinnon at the moment.
As he normally does. It's very rare for him not to get a double-double. Certainly he normally picks up around the 20 points mark. And he's been doing this year in, year out. So he's a big, big loss for Waverley. But of course he went with no ill feeling. It was something that he didn't want to do. But he had the opportunity of picking up a full-time job with McKinnon. So we're
it's a great
Benji
pass.
Tamir.
Ooh, fancy pass there.
Yep. And now we've got what have we got here? Okay, the refs want the court sweepers to give it a bit of attention.
So Waverley is up by 1. 9 minutes and 6 seconds into it. Seems like Maybank and Simmons are having a bit of a
chat.
Friendly chat.
Yeah. 1 point game. Waverley gets up at this stage. Simmons with the ball. Hand off by Beasley. Back to Beasley. Down to 8 seconds. It's got to go up, and it does. Doesn't drop, though. Dylan Stith with the rebound. No body on him as he went up, and he's going to go coast to coast. And there's the timeout to Waverley.
What a great fast break for Stiff. Did a couple of moves and shake the player, and off he went.
No body on him as he went up, and he's going to
Terrific.
go coast to coast. Right.
So having a look at some of these age we have for Waverley, it's a big difference. We've got some of them are 33 and our youngest is 16.
Yeah, absolutely. So you'll find that there are some elder statesmen in these teams. And of course, for Waverley, the elder statesman at the moment is Jace Reardon.
Give him some good tips about what to expect in some of these games and situations that we're going through. So it's sort of good that having.
But if we turn the page and we have a look at we haven't got the ages there, but Axel Dench. Definitely giving away a few years to even Jason Reardon. He's a bit closer to my vintage. Not quite as old as I am. But yeah, he is. And then, of course, over at Hume, we have the elder statesman over there. As I'll complete that thought a little bit later on as we see the ball going off Brandon Beasley's leg after that missed shot from Brad Kelleher. And Jermaine Maybank, ex-Hume. Bring the ball down, gets it to Stith into, great work there into Ivan. Ivan can't get it to go this time, but he gets the ball back.
Gonna work. Oh, he loses it. And Beasley comes off and gets a foul.
Doesn't get the continuation, I don't think, but
Side ball.
good hesitation dribble drawing the foul there from that was Benji Tamir.
So they're just stopping play at the moment as the refs just want to get water or sweat off the floor.
And Justin Nelson, coach there, just telling his defenders to carry their hands. He doesn't want them reaching in, and that foul was the reason why.
Ooh. So just number 13 for Waverley. Chris Akel turning the ball over and McKinnon getting the ball.
So it hasn't been a great night for Chris. Normally a very good defender and shooter. He's not had too many opportunities so far today. So hopefully in this half he'll light up as Simmons pulls up. Doesn't get it to go. Ivan with the rebound. Picks up another stat.
Oh, well done, Chris. Got the steal.
So, letting you know that
Chris just misses the three-pointer.
Over at Hume, it looks like, with 2 minutes and 16 to go, it looks like that Casey Cavaliers are going to get their first loss for the season.
Ooh, it's a big upset.
And the man that I was about to tell you about, who is the eldest statesman of the state champ league, Luke Egan, has scored 14 points, two rebounds and 1 assist in 32 minutes of play. So he's having a great game, but fantastic. Lee Jecker, get this, 29 and 8.
Wow.
29 and 8 assists.
8 assists.
8 assists.
Wow.
While for Casey Cavaliers, Brandon Polk with 28 and 13.
13 assists.
13 rebounds.
13
rebounds is the leading scorer for them. But
Simmons goes up and he scores.
Great work there from Simmons and great work there from the Broncos. Getting another win on the board for the season.
Simmons grabbing the rebound.
Jace Reardon now brings the ball down.
Simmons having a look. Going to make a move and shoots.
He does. He's got it. And
Well
he's been the find this year for Waverley. He's had a couple of good games, and it's like he's playing himself into form. Waverley now, 1 point lead, 45-44, as we watch the under 12 ones helping out with the court duties today.
Walker bringing the ball up. Has a shot for 3. Misses it.
Oh. Well, just as Brad thought he was going to be rewarded with a foul on Ivan, he steps out of court. Just slid his back foot out of court as he changed direction there. Okay, here we go. Benji Tamir with the ball, guarded by Reardon.
Here's Ivan. Makes the move, Bank. Oh, and he gets fouled. 2 shots for Maybank. And here comes in for McKinnon, the big man, Axel Dinch. And out comes Ivan. So Waverley is leading by 1 point. Waverley 45, McKinnon 44 with 5 minutes and 29 seconds into it. Maybank misses his first shot. And he misses his second. So there's a foul on, I believe it was Maybank. And he's off. And
Benji
Tamir comes on.
Yeah, Benji has been really good. Up in Queensland, the Brisbane Capitals are now 76 to the Gold Coast Rollers 58. It looks like we've got 9.5 minutes to go in the final quarter there, so it looks like it's a win to them. You'll be able to catch all of that action on Live Sport Australia and, of course, the replays on the Basketball Queensland site. And we'll put up some links to that replay on the Live Sport Australia Facebook page as well. As Desmond Simmons gets the rebound, now gets the Brad Keller, cross to Arkell, but Dylan Stith reads it really well and has kicked it out of bounds. Falcons ball.
All right. Kellard has the ball at the moment. Chucks it over. 3. Just misses. Gets the rebound. Matt Kellard has a shot. And he scores.
Whoa.
You beauty. What a good one. Pass it in for us. And Stiff gets an easy lay in. Simmons has the ball up top. Pass it around, good Waverley movement. Keller just misses the 3. McKinnon slowing it down just a little bit. Big man Axel Dench loses the ball. McKinnon still gets it back though.
And the ball's gone out of bounds off McKinnon, so it'll Falcons ball. 2 points. 2 points to the Falcons. Keller drives through centre, kicks out to Simmons. Simmons in and out, but recovered by Harper. Back to Simmons. He gets it back out to Arkell, and
seems like it's an offensive foul.
Yeah, it will be an offensive foul. Was not in the, made the contact outside the no charge zone.
So that foul was on Simmons.
Yeah, I didn't see the ref signal. They did signal it?
The foul?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. So, Coach Justin Nelson, the general manager of the Melbourne Boomers. Big news from the Boomers this week, announcing on Thursday that Liz Cambage is actually re-signed with them and will play this season. And by re-signing, I mean that she played last for the Boomers in 2012, so she's back in the Boomers colours in front of a Victorian audience for the next season. So it'll be great to see her. She's not going back to China.
She played really well in China, didn't she?
She did indeed, but she...
I think she loved Australia too much. She wanted to come back home.
Yeah, and I think she burned herself out. She's only very young. She burned herself out, needed a break from basketball, has taken some time off, and it seems to have recharged the batteries. As Chris Arkell can't get it to drop, Dylan Stiff with the rebound over the back of Jace Reardon. Great work there from Harper, but it just rolls in. Benji Tamir with another 2. 48 all.
And what a good
Now
shot.
Kel, he gets that. He gets that.
Brought himself back up from the second quarter. Oh, what a great...
Great block, Dean Neville.
The big man.
And that's what he does.
Oh, what a great...
Great block, very good at reading where the ball is going to go, and he's very clean with his blocks. He's just got such a big wingspan, it makes it very, very difficult.
I'll be scared to drive on him.
He's great to play with. I played for a season with him in only a domestic team, but it was absolutely fantastic because he just changes shots like crazy, and he's such an unselfish player too.
Really?
Yeah. So you could see that there as Benji put the shot up. He had to... there's a poor pass there, though, from Chris Arkell. Tom Boyle. Good work, Tommy.
Well done, boys.
But it's still a McKinnon ball. 2 points, though, to the Falcons. They need to get a stop, get a score. McKinnon gets the ball in. It's with Luke Nielsen. He gets it across to Benji Tamira on the handoff, who pulls up, gets it into Dench. Dench, fadeaway jumper, doesn't go. Arkell with the rebound, gets it to Reardon. Reardon's got options. He gets it to Dean Neville.
Ooh.
Great no-look pass there from Jason Reardon. Dean working on Ivan Platnick.
Ivan wants the ball.
He does.
He said Ivan can make a move.
And
No.
there's Jason's experience. He's played Ivan so many years.
He knows his moves.
He came off his player and played great help D with Dean and forced the bad pass. So good work there from the Falcons with a 4-point lead. 1:20 to go in this game. Well, I should say in this quarter, not in this game.
Harper on the side.
Dean Neville can't get it to drop after a very good passage of play there from the Falcons. Now, here it is. Ivan on Neville. He's going to score on this one. No, he doesn't.
No, he doesn't.
Well, how unusual, because he beat Dean all hands up. He just, as Harper scores, just overcooked the basket there, did Ivan. Nice work there from Axel Dench, but it doesn't pay off.
Gets it back, though. They're slowing her down. Great move. What a good
Jason
block.
Reardon with the block. Hope he's credited with that one. Mueller trying to say it was across the arm, but you could hear it from here and through the microphones that it was all ball. Axel Dench working on Tom Boyle. Tom just worrying him out enough. It's back now with Platnick. Platnick turns around. Short. Jace Reardon picks it up. He's got Tom Boyle. Cross to Beasley, and Beasley finds his way to the basket. Suddenly. Luke Nielsen on the buzzer.
Wow.
Great work there.
Banks it in for a 3 on the buzzer.
Third quarter finished. Falcons 5-point lead. Ruining what could have been there, bar that shot from the ex-Falcon player in Luke Nielsen. We'll be back in about a minute's time.
All right, and we are back for the fourth quarter. Waverley 56, McKinnon 51. And Beasley starts it off. And all out of bounds by
throws it
Beasley.
away too.
Wow. Don't want to do that for the fourth quarter.
Absolutely not. And I would love to say that it was McKinnon throwing it away, but it wasn't. It was Waverley.
Here's Ivan again. Passes it off. And a good
2
score.
points there to Benji Tamir. He's desperately hoping that the refs would have called a foul on that shot too, as Tom Boyle nails a three from deep. Falcons out to a 6-point lead. Ivan back into Benji. Dylan Stith now. Fakes, spins, gets it out to Tamir. Tamir up. It doesn't go this time, but Beasley can't hold it in. A little bit frustrated there.
Stiff passing the ball into Ivan. Ivan, have a look. Gonna make a move. Spins around. Think he got fouled.
Well, Ivan does. Ivan gets. And there's Jace Redden. Can't get it to go, but Dean Neville with the rebound. Gets it to Beasley. Back out to Harper. Out to Tom Boyle.
Tom Boyle for three.
Doesn't drop this time. Yeah, so Ivan.
Oh, what a good steal by Beasley.
Ivan is often in the middle of a lot of contact. And if he was still in Waverley colours, we'd be saying, come on, refs. But yeah, no, look, he does draw a lot of contact from the opposing players. Falcons, so far, they've been looking really good this quarter. Mike Harper has probably played one of the better games as Jace Reardon shot rims out. But what I like about what I've seen from Jason so far today is that he is now taking his shots. And now there's a foul on
Waverley. Foul on Waverley.
Waverley, yeah, looks to be on Reardon. That's his second. First team foul on Waverley. They've still got that 6-point lead. Yeah, so if Jason's actually taking the shots, they are going to drop eventually.
Stiff in the post. There's a hook, just misses.
And Dean Neville just getting the hands in, tips the ball to Reardon. Now down to Beasley. Beasley to Boyle. Boyle's shot goes over the top, but it's going to be Harper that recovers the ball.
Harper having a look. Calling his teammates around. Oh.
And this time it's Mueller that gives away the foul. Gee, I'll tell you what, they're all arguing the count. That's how tight this game is.
Beasley making a move.
Just overthrows the pass to Reardon. Tamir turns the corner, gets it back to Stith. Into Platnick, there it is.
And he scores. Ivan's done a very good job tonight.
Yeah, and you can see there that Stith has learned how to play with Ivan. That's, I think, the third or the fourth little low bounce pass that he's got into, because Ivan is almost unstoppable if he gets it down that close to the basket and low down. Here he goes.
Here he goes again.
And this time Tom Boyle. Yeah, that's good call. Good call, because this time it was the foul on Tom Boyle, and Tom is now going to sit. He is now going to sit down.
And that is his
It's only his first.
He's a little bit frustrated about that.
Yeah, he is. He is, but for Tom, That's actually not bad. I hope he doesn't feel he was subbed because of that foul. Or I hope he wasn't subbed because of that foul. Because Ivan has made a living out of that move. And when Ivan is horizontal and taking the shot horizontally, there aren't too many players that don't give away that foul on him.
Yeah.
You know, if I ever want to waste a day of my life, I might even go through the old footage and do a clip of Ivan taking shots like that, because I'll tell you what, I wouldn't have to go back too many years to find half an hour's worth.
As Ivan makes his first shot, going for his second, and he just misses his second. McKinnon getting the ball back. Tamir up top, swinging around to Maybank. Maybank gets blocked.
Great defense there from Harper. Reardon controlling things, gets it to Beasley. Back to Harper, back now to... There it is, Reardon looking for it outside. This time it doesn't drop. Well... But I'll tell you what, it was much closer to the centre of the ring than that one. Dylan Stith, nothing but air.
So out comes Tamir, and in comes Maybank. Beasley has the ball, passes the ball around to Harper. Harper having a look inside to Simmons. Simmons going to make a move. He does a spin move and shoots. And he scores. Oh.
It's been called a travel, has it?
Calls a travel.
Yeah. What a shame.
It's very fancy, that one. Timeout goes to McKinnon.
Well, it's a 3-point game. They've got just under 6 minutes to go. We might see what we can find out about the other games around the league. And, of course, our colleague from Smash FM, Will Taylor, is floating around the leagues.
Back to the women's basketball. Was it this season that the girls didn't have a main sponsor, so they couldn't get televised on TV?
Well, it wasn't that they didn't have the main sponsor, but they'd lost the ABC deal a couple of years ago. The ABC needing to make some cuts because of federal government budget cuts, so they stopped streaming the girls. But that you're absolutely right to talk about that. That the big news also for the WNBL, not just simply for the Boomers, is that Sally Phillips, the WNBL general manager, has managed to stitch up a deal with Fox Sports to stream a minimum of one game every week. So the good news there is that is the word minimum.
Minimum.
There may in fact be more than that. So I was having a talk to Justin Nelson before the game, and we're just not quite certain what that means in terms of other stuff that's going on, how much Fox Sports is actually going to be doing around the league. But it's quite possible that we'll see much more involvement from them this year, which might mean that Live Sports Australia doesn't do as much as we have done in the past. But
it's going to be interesting.
Stay tuned on that one.
8 seconds left. Ivan has the ball in the post. He's going to make a move. Shoots or just misses.
Chris Arkell with the rebound. Gets it across to Jace Reardon. Back to Arkell. Arkell out from outside. Doesn't go, but But he picks up his own rebound as it was tipped away by
Keller has a
Neville.
shot for 3 and misses.
And this time it's gone out of bounds. Oh, actually, what have they called? They've called it off a McKinnon player. Now, I don't know.
That was an interesting one.
Yeah. Admittedly, we have a little bit of a restricted view here, but I certainly didn't see that on the monitor.
Simmons makes a move.
And there
he
it
scores.
is, over Ivan. Now, interestingly, there's a big difference in the way that Simmons is playing against Ivan this half. So he's, even just in this game, he's actually learnt to adjust to him.
Yeah. He's done a very good job this quarter. Just have to see how he goes. If Ivan can analyse what Simmons been doing and help defending that.
Another block to Dean Neville as Brad Keller picks up the spoils and drives down the floor.
And he loses
He
it.
loses control of it.
Tries to plead his case to the ref, saying that it was tipped by McKinnon player.
He's not going to get any change out of that transaction, I'll tell you. Let's have a quick check and see how the game is going up in Queensland. The inaugural broadcast by Live Sport Australia and Nothing But Net Media.
Ivan has the ball up top. Looking to pass it in the post. Just stiff. Stiff passes it out. Just misses. Waverley getting the ball. Keller going for a layup.
And
Scores.
this time it goes in. And now Brad's a little bit happier on that one. Does a little jig. And I can tell you there, Nick, that the Brisbane Capitals have got up over the Gold Coast Rollers 91-74. They are, in fact, it might be a little bit more than that in the end, but they certainly got home there as well. Congratulations to John Guana and his team. Looked to be a great broadcast there, John. And down here, it's 8 points to the Falcons at the moment with 3:40 to go in this game. And Simmons nearly with a steal, just tips it back to Benji. Now the shot goes up, doesn't go. Jace Reardon with the rebound, gets it back. Kicks it to Chris Arkell. And Chris Arkell has been T-boned by a flying Dylan Stith. Did we get that replay on that one? I don't know whether we did. No, what a shame. Well, we might have it in the highlight reel, have we? Yeah, we do. So in later on, we should be able to let you see all of that in the highlights.
So, for free throw line at the moment, Chris Arkell.
Chris Arkell, yep.
Arkell gets his first shot.
And he would have been quite dirty on himself for missing that one, but he didn't. This to take it to a 10-point lead.
And he makes it.
That one was a much more confident shot. Maybank. Being guarded by Kelleher. Those two have played against each other for a number of years. Of course, Maybank at Hume. And now this time Dylan Stith. Dylan Stith just misses it again. That's what, second or third
I think it's
air
his
ball?
second, I think.
Well, second in this quarter anyway. I think he might have had one earlier as well. But Dylan Stith, normally a very, very good shooter. Very reliable. He's just been off his game today. And now the ball's into Simmons.
Simmons going to make a move.
He does. Steps back.
And he scores.
Little fadeaway jumper over Ivan.
He loves that little spin move and fadeaway shot. I think that's his go-to move.
12 points. The difference forces the McKinnon coach, Justin Nelson, to call the timeout. And we'll be back shortly too.
All right, and we are back. Waverley is at 68, McKinnon 56. 2 minutes and 48 seconds into it. Maybank bringing the ball up for McKinnon. Maybank going to go all the way, and he does. Scores.
Now,
Oh,
that was saying, hey, we have to do something here. We have to get something happening. And now what he's done, of course, is he's drawn the ire of the refs for tapping the ball out of Chris Arkell from behind and behind the baseline.
Waverley bench wasn't very happy with that.
That could have been a delay game.
And ref calls that out of bounds.
Now this is dangerous. McKinnon has come out, and they're making they want to make a statement right at this minute. And Waverley has got to do something about that. And there's another one. So this time it's an offensive foul as Maybank drops his head into Keller and knocks him over. So that's his second.
So the big statement is in the first couple of seconds into the game, and the refs have been calling everything.
Well, the ball has not got out of the Falcons' back court, McKinnon's front court, since we restarted. So from the ball getting back down a court there and Maybank scoring that basket, we just have not got it out of that backcourt area. And there's another foul. And that's the fifth foul on McKinnon, so Waverley is now in the bonus.
And I believe that's his second on Stiff. Dylan Stiff. So Kelleher going through free throw, just missed his first one. Hopefully he can get a little bit more on this one. And he makes this one easy. So at the moment, Waverley 69, McKinnon 58. Up top we have Maybank holding the ball. Got to shoot for three. Just misses. Simmons getting the rebound. McKinnon at the moment had very good ball pressure up the court. Simmons holding the ball. And it's a steal by Tamir, going for the layup and scores.
Wow. After the Falcons doing a really good job of getting the ball down against the press, they turn it over. And here's Arkell going up. He's been fouled.
And going to the line is Arkell.
The last two times down the court there, even though the Falcons have got the ball down against the press, they've got it into their front court. Have you noticed that they've ended up being corralled over on the far side of the court? On the
Yeah, I have actually.
So they're not spreading. Once they get it over there, they're not spreading the floor and giving each other the chance to clear the ball.
Yeah.
And with McKinnon wanting to double team and even triple team, it's literally dragging the defenders over to the ball anyway. They need to spread it out a little bit more.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I reckon anyway.
That's
the coach in me.
That's
speaking.
the coach in you, yeah.
Benji Tamir turns the corner. He has
done a very good job
to get it to go, but gee, I'll tell you what, has he come out fired up just for this last minute or so? And there's a foul.
That's a big
Dylan
foul.
Stith barrels into Dean Neville.
Dean Neville seems a bit winded.
Oh no, gee, I'll tell you what, Dylan, you can't argue about that one, mate. Well, he can, he does. He's not going to get anywhere.
No, you're not.
As Maybank is still
Trying to please Case.
yeah. And Stith also talking to the ref, but it's not going to get them anywhere.
So 2 shots for Neville. Just misses his first one. See if we can get his second one in. So Waverley up by 9. We have a minute and 30 seconds left. And Neville getting his second one in.
10-point game as Dean Neville scores the free throw. 3-point shot.
What a good shot.
That goes in.
Walker.
Dondre Walker. And
a steal.
Almost a steal by Dylan Stith.
And it looks like it's going to be a timeout to Waverley.
Settle things down. 1:18 to go. It's not an. It's. Let's see. They have two time. I think they have 2 timeouts left. Is that right? No, don't know.
Not too sure. But it looks like McKinnon have come out from that timeout. Fuming, trying to get the ball. They've done a pretty good job, but Waverley have defended them off.
Yeah, and it's not. I don't think that intensity that they came out with was the coach ripping into them hugely. That's not Justin Nelson style. That was the players themselves not wanting to drop the very, very good standard that they've set themselves over the last few weeks.
They're second on the ladder, yeah?
They are second on the ladder,
and
they've dropped 1 game. So, as I said, both teams have dropped 1 game so far. So, now the interesting thing, of course, is that Hume got up over Casey. So all of a sudden,
it changes.
All of a sudden, very tight at the top of the leaderboard there.
Yeah, so this game is very important then, and whoever wins out of this might get on top, maybe.
Well, if McKinnon does, this is for top spot. It could be.
And off we go.
And it's 7 points. They've got a minute 20 to go, just under. They can do it. Falcons will want to slow things down as much as they can. Chris Arkell nails the three. Nails the three.
Wow.
Back to a 10-point game. Here's
Maybank.
Maybank, coast to coast yet again.
Done that twice now.
And the foul now. Mueller. Oh, no, it's on Tamir. Mueller was certain it was on him. That's what I was looking at.
So was I.
Tamir picking it up. Reaching foul that was.
So Waverley are in the bonus. And so is McKinnon. As Kelleher gets his first one.
52 seconds to go after we resume.
At the moment, we're waiting for
73-65. 74-65, sorry.
What do you reckon? It's all done, or we're still close?
Look, no. If McKinnon can nail a couple of threes,
they're back into it.
They're back into it.
Gahel.
But that's not going to help them, as Kelleher will now drive to the basket, gets it to Neville. Now they'll slow it down. Jace Redden, a bit of experience there.
Kelleher.
Down. And here's Kelleher. Finger roll!
Ooh.
Great roll there.
And up goes McKinnon.
And what happened there? A timeout to the Falcons. So
20 seconds.
Well, again, this is going to progress the ball down the court. I think that is the last timeout for Waverley.
I believe so. So at the moment, the scores are Waverley 76, McKinnon 67. Both of them are in the bonus. 20 seconds left on the clock. I believe this might be all over now, but Andrew disagrees with me and thinks that.
Well, no, I didn't say that. I said, hey, look, they've got 9 points. They have to get 3 3-pointers.
Yeah.
To tie it up. There's under 30 seconds to go. It's doable.
It is doable.
But
anything can happen.
Anything can happen. We've seen this sort of stuff happen in other games where you've counted a team out right to the last minute and suddenly they get up. But I don't think it's going to happen this time. I don't think it's going to happen. So, what else is going on around the league? Ringwood Hawks, again, state champ Manwin, and Ringwood Hawks up over Corio. As we said, the Broncos up over Casey. Big win for the Knox Raiders, who should now go to the top of the ladder. They should be on top of the ladder.
Who are the Knox version, sorry?
Pacers, the Whittlesea Pacers.
Oh, Pacers, yep.
It looks like McKinnon will go down here, and then tomorrow we have Diamond Valley playing Ringwood, Werribee playing Eltham, the Stingrays, Corio playing Hume. That should be a one-way traffic game, the way that Hume played today. Knox here at 2 o'clock, 2:30 over, I think it's a 2:30 game anyway, over the Waverley Falcons. That will be a
ripper of a game.
Both teams, and it is going to be a win for Waverley as Tim Leasing pulls up. Both teams coming off a win, and Hawthorn Magic against Whittlesea. That will probably go Hawthorn's way, I would suspect. So well done to the Waverley Falcons. They run out of 10-point winners here at the Falcons Nest. Thank you very much for watching. We will be back tomorrow afternoon. Keep your eye on all of the social media for the links and notice of the game. We'll leave you at this point in time and catch you tomorrow. Stith pulls up. Nails the two. No one came out to play. Stith pulls up. Nails the two. No one came out to hands above the ball. Somebody at least closing out and making a contest of it. As Mike Harper hands above the ball. Somebody at least closing out and making a contest of it. As Mike Harper
for Waverley. And a fancy move and for Waverley. And a fancy move and
Chaminade. Kwani, of course, playing in the Div 2 team of the same Chaminade. Kwani, of course, playing in the Div 2 team of the same. And we're looking as the ball goes up and it's Keller with. And we're looking as the ball goes up and it's Keller with down with Simmons. Simmons against Platnick. And there it is, 2 points over the top of down with Simmons. Simmons against Platnick. And there it is, 2 points over the top of it. Hassle for the ball. There's Harper. He drives, pulls it up and scores. Hassle for the ball. There's Harper. He drives, pulls it up and scores. And
fast break for Waverley.
Coach Kenny
fast break for Waverley.
Coach Kenny on the we're certainly going to give him a lot of stick after the game.
Yeah, we will.
And there it is. Brad's certainly going to give him a lot of stick after the game.
Yeah, we will.
And there it is. Brad
We'll be seeing in the second quarter a lot of three-pointers then.
Well, I'm surprised that they're not looking to get it.
We'll be seeing in the second quarter a lot of three-pointers then.
Well, I'm surprised that they're not looking to get it.
Fast break for Keller.
Yeah, there it is. And Keller drops it in.
Fast break for Keller.
Yeah, there it is. And Keller drops it in.
In the middle and pass it into anyone coming in.
Arkell from outside. 3 points.
In the middle and pass it into anyone coming in.
Arkell from outside. 3 points.
As the Cougars trying to figure out. As number 15
Benji
shoots. As the Cougars trying to figure out. As number 15 shoots.
Benji gets it off to Beasley. Beasley somehow gets it to gets it off to Beasley. Beasley somehow gets it to guard. And he's been tough to guard since he was under 18s.
A great
He's
move.
a guard, and he's been tough to guard since he was under 18s.
A great
Seth
move.
Reardon into Simmons. Simmons pulls up. It's
Good
dropped
score.
in. Iris Reardon into Simmons. Simmons pulls up. It's
Good
dropped
score.
in. I was no, but it was definitely there. Tim Leasing drives, kicks it across. Oh,
Oh,
great work
well
there.
done.
No, but it was definitely there. Tim Leasing drives, kicks it across. Oh,
Oh,
great work
well
there.
done.
Tim Leasing can't get it to drop, gets it back out to Jace Reardon with it. Tim Leasing can't get it to drop, gets it back out to Jace Reardon with it. Where
Oh, it's a great
Benji
pass.
Tamir. Where
Oh, it's a great
Benji
pass.
Tamir. Nobody on him as he went up, and he's going to
Ooh.
go coast to coast. Nobody on him as he went up, and he's going to
Ooh.
go coast to coast. Leading scorer for them, but
Simmons goes up and he scores.
leading scorer for them, but
Simmons goes up and he scores. Simmons having a look. He's going to make a move and shoots.
he does.
And
He's got it.
Simmons having a look. He's going to make a move and shoots.
He does. He's got it.
scores. Just misses. Gets the rebound. Matt Keller has a shot. And
And
he
nails
scores.
it.
Just misses. Gets the rebound. Matt Keller has a shot. And
And
he
nails
scores.
it. Over the back of Jace Reardon. Great work there from Harper, but it's just over the back of Jace Reardon. Great work there from Harper, but it's just wrong.
Oh, what a great.
Great block, Dean.
Oh, what a great.
Great block, Dean. Wow, how unusual, because he beat Dean all hands up. He just
Harper.
wow, how unusual, because he beat Dean all hands up. He just
Harper.
Tom Boyle cross to Beasley, and Beasley finds his way to the basket. Tom Boyle cross to Beasley, and Beasley finds his way to the basket. Suddenly, suddenly, really hoping that the refs would have called a foul on that shot too, as Tom Boyle nails a three from. Really hoping that the refs would have called a foul on that shot too, as Tom Boyle nails a three from here. But I certainly didn't see that on the monitor.
Simmons makes a move.
And there
he
it
scores.
is here. But I certainly didn't see that on the monitor.
Simmons makes a move.
And there
he
it
scores.
is.
Waverley getting the ball. Keller had gone for a layup.
And
Scores.
this time it goes in. And that,
Waverley getting the ball. Keller had gone for a layup.
and
Scores.
this time it goes in.
The
And
ball up for McKinnon. Maybank going to go all the way, and he does. The ball up for McKinnon. Maybank going to go all the way, and he does.
Neville scores the free throw. 3-point shot. Neville scores the free throw. 3-point shot. Chris Arkell nails the three. Chris Arkell nails the three. Back to a 10-point game. Here's
Ooh, Maybank.
back to a 10-point game. Here's
Ooh, Maybank.
maybe
Keller.
down. And here's Keller. Finger roll.
Keller.
Down. And here's Keller. Finger roll.